Hi guys, I'm Dr. Jenny White, a dentist in Sarasota, Florida, and her fearless patient Susan with our podcast, Open Wide, Unfiltered Opinions between a dentist and her patient. Over the past 25 years or so, I've been sitting in a little room talking to myself all day, and I've gained a lot of wisdom through that process, which I want to share with you. We hope our podcast casts optimism and fearlessness to you so you can rise to the top, stay at the top, and dream bigger than you've ever imagined. So on today's podcast, the soup du jour is English 101 with Dr. Jenny and Susan. And Susan, being that I'm from West Virginia, this is going to be interesting. My father said things like, he couldn't say aluminum foil. He would say aluminum. And he didn't call the trunk of the car the trunk. He called it the turtle. I grew up my whole life thinking it was the turtle, not the trunk. Anyway. This is going to be a good one. So right off the bat, I thought that this podcast is going to sound a lot better if we had a slight slur to our words. So what do you say we begin?
Are we starting to drink earlier in these podcasts, or is it my imagination?
No, but listen to all these adjectives. What do you say we begin with your magnificent, splendid, majestic, impressive, and glorious cocktail?
Okay, well, it requires a little bit of a preamble before we get to the cocktail.
Oh, okay.
Because one of the things I thought we were doing today, in addition to the slang words, was sort of unusual words or words that are seldom used in the English language anymore, okay?
Yes.
So here is one of them. Paroxysm. You know what that is?
No idea.
Okay. Paroxysm refers to a sudden outburst or fits of emotion or physical symptoms. And when applied to the treatment of the female hysteria in the 19th century, it was called hysterical paroxysm, which we now recognize as an orgasm. This is a true story. Physicians performed pelvic massages to induce these paroxysms, believing that the physical cure for the supposed disorder rather than what it really was, which was an expression of sexual arousal. And this was in the 1800s. I mean, think about this for a second.
Wow.
How pathetic is that? So the drink today is called You Go Girl. Cheers.
Cheers.
And it's basically orange juice, peach schnapps, and vodka.
This is a predictable and reliable, wonderful cocktail.
Yeah.
This is nice. This
So-
is just a good, solid cocktail.
Thank God we don't have to worry about paroxysms anymore. That's for sure.
How do you use that word in a sentence?
Man,
Paroxysm?
What do I look Indian?
Like I was experienced paroxysms and
But speaking of, I was thinking of this, and those little spelling bees,
Oh.
I love those little kids. Please use it in a sentence.
I
Please
know.
use it in past tense. I just love those kids. And I'm really worried that, with social media and AI, that these kinds of things might go away. And I hope not, because it's delightful to watch those spelling bees. Anyway.
I agree. So for a minute here, I'm going to sound like one of those children going through my spelling bee, and I will use sentences with these words. I love our language. I love English, and I think it's a beautiful language. If I take time to read poetry or just putting this show together, I realize how beautiful our language is and how little of it we use.
Yeah, it's very true. And how we're truncating it. So, we're not even spelling out full words anymore. We're just using two words to say the same thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm worried about it going away.
I agree. Well, I want to begin this convo, chat, yap, vibe check, read with the top 10 most unused words in the English language and what they mean.
Oh.
And I can't just do 10. I always have to do one more. So I did 11.
Okay.
All right. The first word is arbogate, to revoke or cancel formally. An example sentence is, the judge arbogated the outdated law that no longer served its purpose. Arbogate. Anachronism. Something inappropriate for the given time period. Anachronism. The film's depiction of a medieval knight checking his Apple Watch was a clear anachronism. Never heard of that. Never. I have never heard. Have you heard of the first two?
What, knights with
No,
Apple Watches?
anachronism and arbogate.
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh,
But not because I use them in everyday language, but they're familiar words, let's just say.
Never heard of it. Asperity, harshness or severity in tone or manner. An example sentence is, the teacher's asperity in correcting the student made him more determined to improve. Belie, B-E-L-I-E, to give a false representation of something. Her calm demeanor belies the nervousness she feels inside. Have you ever heard of that one?
Yeah, I have heard of belie, and but again, you're right. These words don't come up very often in either conversation or in prose.
No. Consanguineous. Consanguineous
Now,
means
here's one I haven't heard.
related by blood, descended from the same ancestor.
Oh.
And in some cultures, consanguineous marriages between cousins are common and even preferred. And I know everyone's thinking she's from West Virginia, but no, I've not married anyone in my family. Another one, philocast. Philocast, philocast. A lover of beauty, someone who finds beauty in all things. An example is, as a true philocast, she found joy in the smallest pieces of art. I think you and I are philocasts,
Yeah.
if I had to say.
Yeah. I like that word.
Philocast. Selcouth, unfamiliar, rare, strange but marvelous. I think we're Selcouth as well. It was very Selcouth and unsettling to see the empty streets at night. That's the example sentence. Selcouth. Dilatory, tending to delay or procrastinate. The dilatory driver kept everyone stuck in traffic. This one I had to write down how to say it. Embourgeoisement. 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 The process of becoming middle class in values or behavior. Here's an example. In later years, Mrs. Smith shifted into what she described as embourgeoisement. Equivocate, to speak ambiguously or misleadingly on purpose. Here's an example sentence. Don't equivocate about the issue. Just answer the question.
Yeah.
Man, don't you want to say that 9 times a day to different people?
Yeah.
Don't equivocate about the issue. Just answer the question.
Yeah, just get on with it. Yeah.
Oh. And then last but not least, and I enjoy this word, thalassophile. Thalassophile. Thalassophile, a lover of the sea. Being a thalassophile, I find happiness whenever I'm near the sea. I think that's me.
Yeah, me too.
You too? Yeah.
I need to be near the
those
sea.
are my top 11 words.
All right, I got a couple.
Yeah.
I'll say one is torpid, Torpid. Do you know torpid?
No.
It's dormant or lazy. I had never heard of it either. Then there's knavery, Knavery. Do you know knavery? It's roguish or mischievous. And the sentence that comes right out of Google,
God love Google.
The politician was accused of using knavery in his campaign. That's familiar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then there's bellicose, hostile and aggressive.
I have heard of that.
Yeah, me too.
I've heard of that.
And I love it. I'm going to start using it more. He was very bellicose. And then querulous, complaining or whining. Somebody who's very querulous. Yeah.
So I'm thinking we could use querulous along with, what was the word about just get to the point, answer the question? That one was, equivocate.
Equivocate, yeah.
So equivocate, and what was your word?
Knavery.
Knavery.
No, that's the one with the politician. No, mine was querulous.
Querulous and
complaining
equivocate.
And whining.
Yeah, quit being querulous and don't equivocate about the issue. Just answer it.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
That's exactly right.
You know, I think if you listen to this show a couple times and pick up one word and start using it, you're just going to, I feel like learning English, learning the lost words of English elevates you when you're speaking. So I am all for learning a new word. I think they have apps that are a word a day or whatnot. I had to stop
They have calendars for sure. Yeah, they must have apps.
I had to stop it because I was getting like a word a minute, it seemed like. So I discontinued that, but I loved it. Now, on to the other half of this podcast, which is going to take Dr. Jenny a minute to kind of go through because this is like talking about a UFO for me. Social media. The top 25 viral slang words from social media, and I have zero social media presence. I've never done Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever the platform, never done it. And you know why? I'm so happily busy in my life. I don't need more busy. I'm happy with my busy.
Yeah.
So I think that should be a song. Let's jump in here and go over some of the slang words from social media and what they mean. And Susan, I feel like we have to stay current. So this is our attempt at staying current. And feel free to chime in anytime. The first word I have for us today is thick. That is spelled THICC. And it means having a curvy, attractive body shape. Poggers. Poggers is an expression of excitement or amazement from gaming. Have you ever heard of poggers?
No.
Me neither. Fit check. FITCHECK. Showing off an outfit.
That makes sense, actually, yeah.
This one is either chuggy or chuggy. Chuggy, I think. CHEUGY, meaning outdated or trying too hard. Don't be so chuggy. Here's one, mid, mediocre or average. Stop being chuggy and mid. I'm just making this up as I go. The next one, glow up.
Oh, I know glow up. Yeah.
Glow up is a positive transformation in appearance or style.
I actually like that word, glow up.
FYP, Frank Yellow Paul, FYP. It's TikTok's For You page. It's a personalized video feed. So I guess FYP is actually a page on TikTok. Again, I'm just learning here. Ghosted. You've heard of ghosted.
Yeah.
I know ghosted. I hope you all know ghosted. It means suddenly cut off communication. Extra means over the top or dramatic behavior. You're so extra. Slay is what we're doing currently on the show, to do something very well and look great. Snack is an attractive person.
Oh, that's actually a cute little word. Yeah. I mean, we sound like old ladies here, right? You know,
Check
that.
out that snack over there.
Yeah, that's a tasty little snack.
I am not an old lady over here. What I'm doing is I'm staying current. So, you know, we got to lay it out there. Tea, everybody knows that. To gossip, interesting news. This one I don't know how to say. Period with a T at the end. PERIODT. Period.
Yeah.
Emphasizes finality or truth of a statement.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it's kind of like Bible. Period. I don't know. Yet is to throw something with force or excitement. Sus. Have you heard of sus?
Yeah, suss something out.
Sus is suspicious. That's from the gaming world. Cringe is something embarrassing or awkward. Vibe is a feeling, atmosphere, to chill or relax, vibe.
Yeah.
Clap back. Do you know what that one is?
To slap back or to
A sharp, witty response.
yeah.
If we were playing Jeopardy right now, you'd be winning. Stan.
I got two right. Yay.
Stan, to be an obsessive fan of something. I got my West Virginia jersey on. Go Mountaineers. I'm Stanning. High key, the opposite of low key. Low key, something done subtly. Flex, to show off or brag. Slaps. Have you heard of that one?
No, but how many more of these do you have?
2. Slaps is something that's really good or awesome. And simp. I love this one. Simp is someone desperate for romantic attention.
No.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's great.
Stop being a simp. She's not interested.
How is it spelled? SIMP?
SIMP.
Okay.
Yep. So what do you have, Susan? Those are the ones I have.
Okay, here's my favorite. Delulu. I know you can figure out what that means.
Cray.
A play on the word delusional means believing things that are not real or true, usually because you choose to. She's so delulu, thinking I'm ever going to text her back. That's an example, okay? Here's one that was recently admitted into whatever it is, the Merriam-Webster slang dictionary. And it's called trad wife, TRADWIE, which is short for traditional wife, a married woman, especially one who poses on social media and stays at home during cooking and cleaning. And I want to do a podcast sometime on trad wife because this concept, which you and I might think about as our 1950s, 60s mothers, is coming back. So we might want to talk about that. Inspo, which is short for inspiration, but gives you ideas for doing something or that makes you want to do something. I got so much inspo from my new project from that blog is an example. Digital decay, the gradual process from which information online disappears or becomes inaccessible. We have to back up our files to prevent digital decay.
Digital decay.
Digital decay. I love it. And there's just a couple more here. One is work spouse. Everybody knows what that is, but apparently that's now a word that's been admitted. And then fast tech, electronic products that are made and sold cheaply and often replaced, leading to e-waste. That's called fast tech. Demand for so-called fast tech, cheap electronic items, often quickly binned or abandoned in drawers, is growing.
So you just mentioned e-waste, and what was the decay word? Is something decay?
You're not thinking Delulu, are you? My
No.
favorite word. Okay.
Not Delulu.
Electronic products that are made and sold cheaply and often replaced. No, digital decay. This is what you're saying.
Digital.
The gradual process by which information online disappears or becomes inaccessible is called digital decay.
So two concepts I've never heard of: e-waste and digital decay.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Yeah. I mean, e-waste is a relatively new concept, right? So
Right.
like it's in the last, 15, 20 years, you'd have e-waste.
Yeah. I'm going to use some sentences here just to see if these words make sense. But as I read these sentences, what I said to myself was, look how different this is from English, from the English language.
I did the same thing. We
Look-
probably have the same ones.
This is crazy. So stop being a simp. She's not interested. This new album really slaps. He loves to flex his luxury car on Instagram. I'm low-key nervous about the presentation. She high-key wants to go to that concert. Right there.
Yeah.
She high-key wants to go to that concert.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a sub-language. Like
Oh, it
this
is.
a
There's no
side
question
language.
about
This
it.
is
Yeah.
a side
Right.
hustle in the English language, right? The dance video was so cringe. He's acting kind of sus about where he was last night. He yeeted the ball across the field. That's the best advice ever, period. He looks like a total snack in that outfit.
I'm used to that.
I mean, come on. It's just amazing. This is
Yeah.
amazing to me. It's like finding another planet out there
Yeah.
to me. Anything you'd
No, I thought when you said English, I thought you meant English. Like, so American expression and British expressions are often very different. So one would be toot your own horn, but in British they would say blow your own trumpet.
Oh, I love that.
I know. In an American vernacular, it would be skeleton in the closet, but in British, it would be skeleton in the cupboard. So that's where I thought you were going with that last bit.
That's
But you're
so
right.
sweet.
You just spoke a new language, really, to everybody. It's these slang words or these tech slang words.
I think what's important, though, as you're young and you're climbing the ladder, so to speak, of life, you're not seeing Jamie Dimon of Chase Bank talking about cringes and yeeting when he's at Davos, Switzerland. You're not talking about Warren Buffett reading books on social media slang. I'm sure musicians are incorporating these words into their songs and things, but there are going to be, there's a time and a place for this. And you got to know both sides of the fence. You've got to know English and you've got to stay current with this other stuff. So, and when to use what depends on the situation.
Yeah, I guess, but I also believe that we should secede to the new generation and let them talk to each other the way they want. We don't have to necessarily understand it. It's good if we do, and bravo for us for trying to understand it. But it's their world, and they can talk to each other in any way they want. And I'm sure we should have done some research on this. You and I had our own generational nomenclature that we probably use it. Our parents like, what? What are they talking about?
Exactly. And
Like
so,
roll me a fatty would be an example.
so what you're saying is we should allow the younger generation to flex.
Absolutely, that's what I'm
Flex
saying. Yeah,
and
you're
snack
Delulu if you
and
don't think that's going to
Delulu.
happen.
And inspo and cringe. But before we close, we don't need a mid, Susan, but we need a glow up trick of the podcast. Are you ready to slay our tip?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Yeah, so the tip of the podcast is kind of an obtuse way of relating to words, but we can get tangled up in our words, right? And we can get tangled up with using slang and using, proper English and so on and so forth. And then I found this thing called bedsheet detangler, which, as I say, is an obtuse way to tie it back to the podcast, but they're great. Do you ever take your sheets out of the dryer and they're all crumpled up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can buy these things, bedsheet detanglers, and you put one, you can see that there's 4 corners. You put one corner in each one of these corners, and then it keeps the sheet from getting all tangled up.
Oh, it's like a clip that can go in the washer and the dryer?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, yeah. Dryer,
Interesting.
for sure. Yeah.
Dryer for sure.
But I guess
washer,
too.
maybe
I
not.
never thought of that. I just got them. I haven't used them.
And you know what? You probably don't want to put them in the washer because the washer may take the clip off.
Yeah.
But put it on before it goes in the dryer.
Yeah. So anyway, there you go.
I
That's
just
the
washed
tip
my
of it.
sheets this morning, Susan. I could have used the
Oh,
sheet
you could.
detangler. Oh!
Oh my God, there's got to be a word for that.
So in closing, no matter what the lingo, it's important to stay true to yourself. You know what feels right for yourself. Don't get caught up in fads if it does not resonate with who you are. And let's keep elevating and learning your language skills by reading. It's so simple and it's so wonderful. Let's expand our minds together and grow more together because, as we always say, we can rise to the top, stay at the top, and dream bigger than we've ever imagined using your big girl words. And we can do it together. And that, my friends, is an English 101 wrap.
Inspo. That was so inspo.
We thank you for listening and hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you did, please share this show with friends and family and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This way, you'll never miss weekly drops. Stay strong, dream big, and floss your teeth.